Okay, I'm back. Hopefully, you can hear me now. I shut down my laptop, I shut everything off, unplugged it, plugged it back in. And I'm really hoping you can hear me now because I did a little test video, and I made a little, 5-second video to test it, and I could hear myself. So I'm really hoping you can hear me. Anyway, so I left all the cards out, okay? I left all the cards out of what was already out for that last video here, okay? And in a synopsis of that last video, basically it says that, you know, at one point here, you were ready to fight to the death for something, stand your ground. And it could have also been for your job. You work in the healthcare, possibly. And it was hard for you to see a way out and escape. Also, this could be, it was hard for you to see anything but fighting for this. Hey, Carmela. Shh, 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 shh. So, but then you need some sort of release in some way, and you need to release this. I think you're holding on to something that isn't as important to you as you are going to think it is anyway. You may value it right now, but I think in the future, I'm not sure it's going to be that important to you anyway. And over here it was saying that, in the tower, something, there's an unexpected event coming. And I think it's partly because you're pushing yourself. You're trying to do everything you could. This is either fighting for yourself or someone else. There's someone here you're fighting for, you're standing up for, you're protecting, okay? Or your job, something like that. Anyway, you're realizing that you need to release this. What am I holding on to? You're thinking, okay? In the present, you go into the hermit and you do some deep thinking here about what your new path is, because you're definitely ready to move forward here for sure. I think that you also, I think you kind of give up this idea of worrying about, if you're getting ripped off or someone's cheating you, or, whatever, that the secret's being held, because after a while, I think that you're still kind of wounded. I think you're hurt by some of these untruths, lies, wounds with words, wounds with words. I think that you're still hurt by this and not exactly fully trusting, but you're ready to let this go. I like these two lines here because they're both about releasing. They're both about releasing at the end of each, in the recent past and in the present. You want to release this stuff. You want to move on. And you're just about there. You're realizing, what am I clinging on to here? What am I killing myself for? Right? And in the future, in the outcome of October, and this is the 10, and I could see this 10 coming, because in the 9, we're just about ready. We think we're going to fight to the death, but in the 10, we're like, geez, this is too much. It's too much of a burden, and I'm ready to let this go now. In the 10, we walk away, we're wounded. We are wounded. But we're walking away now. We're not sitting in it anymore. We're not putting up with it anymore. We're moving on, which you've been ready to do for a bit here. Now, if this is a relationship, um, you could go through a little bit of loneliness, a time of loneliness, because it's kind of funny, eh? It goes from the 10 to the 5. So it's like there's half of you missing. There's a half missing here, right? And I think that you go through a lonely time. Maybe you need to spend some time on your own, because I think that you're needing this time to think. You could be just withdrawing too, withdrawing and getting some time to think, realizing your value, You're realizing your value again. And again, that the beautiful card at the end of each line is that you're going to start bringing more harmony into your life. You're going to start adding things into your life that give you happiness, that give you joy. Because in the past, the very first card was about work, work, work. You were all about work and defending and protecting and, you know, gonna see it out to the end, and you were just all work and no play basically. But now you're bringing more balance into your life. You're thinking, I'm I'm stressed out. And so now you're bringing more balance into your life. Perhaps you're going to be skating this winter. You're starting to go for walks. You're turning on music during the day while you're at home and turning that TV or computer off. You're changing, bringing things into your life that give you joy. Okay. Because I think you've been a work, 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 and focused on the the material and what you've put in. And I'm going to tell you, through every process there's always a loss. There's Every time I've moved, there's something I've either lost or broken or damaged, or you know what I mean. And so there's always something that we need to sacrifice when we're moving, when we're ready to move on, to change and grow, right? Here's the strength, another card of balance, same as the temperance here, right? The strength is you need to access both. This is going to take strength, what you're going through, for sure. Okay, you need to know that, and I think you do. But it's a balance, a balance of the lion and the lamb, or the lady, the lion and the lady. Okay, that gentleness, but also that ability to lead and take control and give demands, or I mean, not demands, but instruction more, lead, you know what I mean? But the woman, she offers gentleness. She's more vulnerable. She doesn't take the lead and control. Like, traditionally, these are very traditional meanings. But and so and she's got that equilibrium sign over her head, eh? It's peace of mind. This is peace of mind you're looking for. Okay. So so that was the Soul Luna deck. This is the Light Seers. I'm going to take one from Believe in Your Own Magic. This is like an oracle card. It's just a simple, but usually hits the spot, hits the spot. Whoa, holy goodness. Well, good thing they're short. You just got a mitt full. Wow, Pisces, look at this. Remember back here when I said there's something you need to release? Something that you have a hard time seeing. And this is a hard thing to see, okay? You got forgive. Forgive. She's sitting in this bathtub. She's got all her tomatoes growing all over the place, and reflecting, right? The tomatoes are something that we've spent time nurturing, growing over a long time, and when the season's over, they're gone, right? We can't keep them forever. So this is about forgive. Oh, then you have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Well, there's moon energy here. It looks like new moon energy here. And I see the little fairy on her knee. She has that support, someone. Yeah, she's not seeking that. I like how she's dressed here too. Like, not matchy matchy. She's just who she is, right? She is who she is. So that's who you're starting to become. You're all this acceptance within yourself. And lioness, isn't that funny? Because you had the lion and the strength here. You've earned all your stripes. You've earned all your stripes. Look at the whale tail in the background. Freedom, feeling good. She's reading a book about fairy tales, feeling good about who she is. Again, feeling good about who you are. And I think what begins it all is forgiving. And you notice it's a 10. It's the last step. It's the last step. It's what you do here. But you're walking away. You don't have to sit there. When we forgive someone, doesn't mean we have to still be in that relationship or, but we don't hold it anymore. We don't hold it, right? It's a hard thing to do. It does take a lot of strength and it does take a lot of insight. So, one more. Whew. You got dragons. Slay them all. So this girl is walking. She has an amputee leg. She's lost one leg. It reminds me so much of this card, eh? Look, it's a very same wounded, but walking away, ready to face any with the truth too. This is the sword of truth. And cut anyone out of your life that is not supportive. You don't need but you're not afraid of it anymore, and you don't have to go and but this is all with truth you can face, and acceptance. You know who you are, right? Yeah, I like that is the same as the 10 of swords. It's wounded, but you're moving. You're moving, baby. Independent, strong. You know where you're going and you know what you know. Okay, there's one more card. I know this is terribly long. Hello again. I hope you can hear me now. I do see a thumbs up now. So, whew, thank goodness. I suppose if you didn't, you'd be telling me. I guess I shouldn't have leaned forward. I don't know what I did, what I was doing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, Pisces. What does Pisces need to see? Ooh, there is something coming up there. Oh, wow. Well, I think this is it. But I got to tell you, I got to pull this card. Visions of life beyond death. There is that card again. Again, walking toward the new horizon. Right? This is a really cool card. Again, she has the owl on her head and the peacock and the raven. These are 3 types of sight and insight, okay? The owl is aware, the raven is protective, and the peacock holds all kinds of knowledge and beauty. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Restore and replenish. That totally makes sense. And bring it into form. That's you. That's you running toward your new beginning. Very excited. I see this kind of here, here where you're taking some time to yourself. You're regaining your confidence. You're doing some work on yourself, realizing your worth, But anyway, let's get to it. I'm just going to read a little bit from each card because They're really long and long. There's one part of this card that I remember is really, really cool. Um, okay, so I'm just going to grab this little part here. Sacred vision is awakening within you. You are becoming blessed with the ability to truly see when before you couldn't. In the beginning, you couldn't, right? You couldn't see this, but you were starting to awaken, starting to release, right? To see what is real rather than what appears to be the true insight, okay? Um, the more open you are to receiving true vision, the more love you will feel and recognize within and around you. Something may appear to change form, to be shed, to be lost, or to die, but there is love within it always. This realization doesn't remove the pain of the loss. It does provide a way through which it can be healed and eventually transformed into peace. If you have been wondering about your life path or whether you should take an action on a project or you need inspiration to really move you out of a slump you have fallen into, then this oracle brings you a message of hope. You will receive your vision. You will be graced with a way out of stagnancy. You will be able to see things differently. Hold it. Okay, right on. And more accurately, any confusion or uncertainty you have felt is going to pass and you will be left with clear insight. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Clear insight, okay? So this is coming. Now relax and hold the darkness. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. There it is. Is this the one that I thought? Da, 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 da. According to the winner, just enough. Okay, well, let's just see what it says. Dear Sacred Rebel, that's you. This moment in your life requires great courage, so that's the Strength card. See how they're repeating a lot? You know, takes great courage. You're being asked to allow yourself to be lifted out of one level of known reality and into the next level of higher voltage reality. So that's also here too in the judgment as well. Oops, let me pick these two up now. Here we go. Fortunately, you possess courage in bucket loads, okay? Higher voltage reality requires a more absolute trust and a heart that is surrendered into the greater heart of the universe so that life can happen to us, through us, and with us more quickly. To access this reality, you have to leap from known waters, and others may think you're crazy for doing so. You have to leave behind the dark, weighty grip of hesitation, procrastination, second guessing, and the belief you have to do everything on your own. You may fear for your life. How will you be safe in the wild electrical pulse of so much aliveness? You do not need to worry about such things. Life is wild, but it is also wise. So you are not a part of nor apart from the process. It is a natural process of evolution where all things mature according to a seasonal cycle in the right timing. So you're right where you should be, in other words, okay? Then you have restore and replenish. And I think we can pretty much figure that one out, you know. I'll give you a little synopsis. You're in need of something so much deeper than rest. You need restoration, replenishment, and revival. This will not necessarily come from lying about somewhere taking a moment out of your day. You are more likely to gain what you need by breaking with your routine completely and doing something different. You will need some variety, some spice, some change to bring fresh energy into your body, mind, and heart. There's the temperance. You could stimulate this process by going to a different place, meeting different people, taking different action to what you usually do. You can return to your regular routine in time if it feels good for you. However, it is now time to move without pushing yourself beyond what is known, comfortable, and familiar. You have been working so hard and have accomplished so much already. However, you often sell your accomplishment short and focus on how much more yet is to be done. Life is telling you it's time to put down the paintbrush, the pen, the list, and the thinking mind and get into your body. Okay? You need to remember how to just be. All right? I like it. I like it. And I'm really looking forward to this last card because I've never had this one come up yet. And you know what I really like? There's an old footprint here at the bottom, An old footprint, right? See there? Right there? It's an old footprint. But now you're stepping into this whole new mandala, this whole new creation with a splash, I might add. Aw, listen to this. Beautiful dreamer. You can imagine wonderful worlds of light. You can dream up so many possibilities. Now it's time to bring those possibilities of light into the world. They need more ideas. They need to live to manifest. The world not only needs your dreams, beautiful as they are, but also your creations. Get thee to thy desk, thy easel, thy computer. Work, beautiful dreamer. Don't just dream, create. So, this is about creativity, not going and working at the nursing home or going and working at the old mill this is about creativity, right? You're being asked to honor yourself with a commitment to complete your inspired tasks. This will help you grow, and that is a wonderful reason to commit. But there's another reason. You know that your inspired ideas are worth translating into practical forms so that other people can access them and experience something special too. If you've been thinking about writing a book, painting a picture, acting, then this oracle is bringing you an unequivocal yes. Do it. Don't dally or dither about the details or worry about how it's all going to work out. The universe loves a bold spirit. Once you take a step, it will rush forward toward you like enthusiasm and chivalrous lover, opening doors, hand gently guiding your lower back as you move forward. You will be prompted, be provided, you will promptly be provided with all that is needed to take the next step. Okay? So, you can see this process happening in all these oracle cards too. It's this processing. You're hurting right now. You're needing to letting go, and you're having a hard time seeing that. You're having a hard time seeing that forgiveness and is a release. It'll help you take the blinders off. It'll help you get out of your head too, probably, but it's not so easy, is it? Just saying it. Oh, I'm going to release them tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Oh, right on. That's going to feel good. It's just not that easy. So it's a process. And I think it takes some time, some perhaps meditation, perhaps writing. It's sometimes just thought, just in thought. you know? So you are going to get there. Don't worry, Pisces. You're going to get there and you're going to feel so good. So good. But you need this time of healing, to see that that is what it is and they are who they are and this is who I am. You know, it's not a reflection of you and all that, right? But you're going to get there. So it's really nice. It's really nice. I'm really happy to see. I don't like to see you being hurt and going through all this tough stuff. But the great thing is you're growing. Both of these cards say this. You're ready to evolve. You're ready to grow, and you're growing spiritually and mentally. You're like gaining understanding and insight and clarity and realizing, it's not weighing you. It's not weighing you. It's not judging you. All of that stuff. Exactly. Exactly. Oops. Oh, geez, I'm such a klutz. Hope that wasn't hard on your ears. Anyhow, Pisces, yeah, so I hope this resonates for at least some of you out there and have a really nice week. I will be back soon to start the cartomancy videos because I'm kind of behind on these ones, and so I got to play catch up soon. Okay. Have a great week, guys. Thank you, darling. I will. You too. Bye now.